I was never really a Flash kid, but when I was a wee little baby, I would get on board.com and play whatever the front page had offered me. That, or I would watch iHas Cupquake's Flash Friday series. I distinctly remember a few Flash games that got stuck in my head for both good and bad reasons. Whenever I talk about them, nobody seems to know what I'm talking about. It feels like they don't exist until you look them up and prove you're not crazy. This video started out as a cover for only one game on this list, but there's too little information on it to make a full video, so instead, I decided to talk about a bunch of old, weird Flash games that I remember playing, and I hope that someone else remembers these as much as I do. From order of least obscure to most obscure, I think we'll be starting with Duck Life is a game series created by Wix Games that had its first Flash released on February 28th, 2010. Are you kidding me? I watched an ad for full screen, and it's not! In the game, the farm you worked on for your whole life gets destroyed by a tornado, and the only thing that survives is a single duck egg. Your only rational decision at that moment is to force your duck into racing other ducks for you to win a cash prize of 100,000 smackaroos. You have to train your duck in swimming, running, and flying in order to overcome dangerous obstacles and outrun the other ducks. You're kind of a terrible pet owner now that I think about it. You earn $50 to $100 for each basic round that is not the final competition, and you can spend that money on hats, colors, or seeds. I want a top hat. Colors and hats are only cosmetics, while seeds can boost your duck's energy so you don't pass out in the middle of a race. When you beat the final challenge, you win your money and you earn a special crown that looks straight out of a Burger King commercial as a reward. This game was the first part of an 8-part series, with the most recent edition, Duck Life Adventure, being published on June 22nd, 2020. A trailer for Duck Life 9 was released just a month ago, and it looks different. I'm not digging the new style, but it looks very fun. It makes me happy that a small Flash game like this has grown into such a wonderful and well-loved series. Can Your Pet was a seemingly innocent and kid-friendly game made in 2010 by a game developer who went by the name Game Aid. Hello, just a quick warning before we continue with this video. Do not go to the original Can Your Pet website. It was completely fine while I was writing the script and recording, but while I'm editing, I tried to go to the website to take a screenshot of it, but it has been bought out by a random malicious software adware, like fake McAfee website. So yeah, just a quick warning, if you want to play the game, do not go to that website, just go to some random Flash game site. Just making sure your computer is safe, and goodbye. A little side note, I was gonna play this on the actual website until I realized that you have to download it, and also they make NFTs now, so. Opening the game greets you with a cute little duckling on the menu screen that watches your mouse move along. When you click on start, the game prompts you to name your new baby chick. I named mine Horse. After it hatches, you can dress your pet, feed it a bag of nuts, shower it, and play catch. More options unlock the more time you spend on the previous options until the game finally allows you to ride a bike! However, when you click on the bike, it sends your pet through a pair of saw blades and you get to watch your chick's remains fall down a void while a low-quality version of Chicken Talk by Richard Kavanaugh plays in the background. Eventually, the remains will land into a machine and your chick is sealed shut in a can. Clicking Remake Can will send you to an alternate, bloody version of the menu screen, because it has nothing to hide anymore. Like Your Boss came out on November 11th, 2004. It's a short game made for people who are just so frustrated with their bosses telling them, no, wrong, that they needed an outlet to unleash all that built-up anger. While waiting for your boss to quit yammering, you can pick from 7 different ways to brutally murder him. Your bare hands, your computer, your coffee mug, a ruler, the trash can, the cabinet, and a stapler. If you're playing at work and suddenly your boss walks into your cubicle, there is a panic button that takes you to 10 amazing ways to be more productive at your job. 10 more ways to be productive. Define your space, structure your time, outsource all you can, use technology to your advantage, group your errands, stay focused, beware of yappers. Yap. Work with your moods, dress for success, break for your superiors. There were other notable games in the Whack Your Blank series, such as Whack Your X, Whack Your Computer, Whack the Creep, and probably more. I didn't look them up. The creator, Tom Winkler, is actually still active to this day and regularly posts updates to the website whackyourboss.com. Sushi Cat was a cute game about a rotund blue cat created by Armor Games Incorporated and was released on February 22nd, 2010. This game, unfortunately, is no longer available to play on browsers. However, you can play it on iOS at the cost of $1. Okay, well, it's technically available to be played on browser, but it's so laggy I couldn't stand it. Well, this one has the most. Oh, that lag. That lag is amazing. Yeah? There you go. Yeah? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're gonna be here a while. I don't have my card connected to my iPad, but I also don't want to spend money on this video, so I will be using footage from Nostalgia Flash. Their channel will be linked in the description. The game starts off with an adorable little stinker trying to break into a building to get a girlfriend. However, he is far too small to get inside. For some reason, this door only opens for people who aren't skinny, so he decides to fatten himself up by eating sushi. Once he is finally chunky enough, he runs to the building, only to find out that the hot babe at the front is missing, and he is pissed. Suddenly, a bus drives by, and he sees his future girlfriend in the back seat. However, he needs 3 yen to get inside, and he only has 2, so he decides to battle a sumo wrestler to win 1 yen. Once he finally snatches a single yen, he runs up to the bus. The strange-looking bus driver greets him, only for him to say, "Now!" and slam the door in his face. Sushi Cat, now depressed, decides to take a long walk around the world, only to find himself at a carnival that's selling girlfriends! However, he needs tickets to get them, and he is not chunky enough to beat the strength game. He needs to eat more sushi. After the final level, he beats the strength machine and wins many hot babes. This game was very cute and silly, and I remember rewatching iHas Cupquake play it all the time. Though, I was more invested in the mechanics of the game than the actual story of it because I'm a huge nerd. I mostly remember the second game more than the first game, probably because it has brighter colors, a more solid art style, and a more memorable story. I might cover it in a second part to this video if I ever make one. Amateur Surgeon was a funky-looking flash game developed by Mediatonic Ltd and published by Adult Swim on May 8th, 2008. In the game, you are a wannabe surgeon pizza boy named Alan Probe. You're too busy reading top 100 gross surgeries to notice a homeless guy running right across the road! Why did Jake do that? Instead of calling an ambulance, you decide to perform an operation on this guy. By some miracle, he lives, and he takes you to some weird garage. We learn that his name is Dr. Ignatius Bleed. He's an ex-surgeon, and he's probably a Tumblr sexy man. The rest of the game is just performing surgeries on different fellows that appear in your hospital. I couldn't get through all of them because of how many there were, but also because I literally could not get past the second level. Hey, can you guys help out a friend? Whoa, that porcupine has a health. I just went to pick up this here prickle pig, but Dom fell on it instead. Oh! Rubbing gel on patients will improve their heart rate and attractive. Wait, what? Dang it. I'm just gonna spam this. More? Oh boy. done this for so long, the sound effect ended. Will there be no more? Oh my gosh, there's more. Man, how do I use the corner? No! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What did you do to this porcupine? You stupid idiot! Okay, I give up. I'm not gonna figure it out. Don't you die on me, don't you die on me, don't you die on me. No! Okay. I give up. Cletus, I'm sorry. You're too annoying. I never actually played this game when I was little, but I did watch YouTubers like DanTDM and iHas Cupquake play it. I was an easily disturbed child, so I'm surprised I wasn't really scared of this one. Angry Red Button was an insanely funny flash game developed by Brutal Studio and was released in 2015. Not to be confused with Don't Touch the Big Red Button, which I played for 6 minutes thinking it was the right one. The game starts off with a red button in a room full of other colored buttons. It complains about being pressed all day, and its friends encourage it to run away. Because we are physically incapable of being a decent human being, we keep following this guy just to press it over and over and over again. We go through many trials and tribulations just to piss this guy off, eventually killing him in a final battle. Our last view of him is him being toasted for some reason, and then left in a deep, dark room to rot for eternity. And then we buy a new one off of eBay just to do that all again! This game had a lot of stupid humor that I enjoyed, but since it was made in 2015, it did say slurs and make some offensive jokes that made me very uncomfortable. Cause that's what you are, an idiot. A stupid... That's a slur. Why don't you go play outside? I'm sure you're fat. Cause you prefer harassing people than to play outside. How much do you weigh? 300... Okay. I don't believe you. You're definitely... Okay, let's not go there. Hey! Fatty, if you want a cookie. I mean, he said a slur, I'm not surprised. Brutal Studio seems to be active to this day because they have an active website, but their most recent projects are either seeking publishers or were released all the way back in 2018. Screamin Beans was a short and silly flash game created by Simon Panrucker and was uploaded on the internet somewhere around the 2010s. As a child, I wasn't fond nor distasteful of this game. It was just sort of a game that I played and recognized whenever I saw it. The game starts out with a Heinz beans can experiencing an earthquake before exploding! Many silly little bean caricatures fly out and eventually get squished by your giant hand. There's really nothing else to this game other than this and its silly screams. The creator, Simon Panrucker, is still active to this day and posts frequent updates on his website, simonpanrucker.com. It seems he's done almost every single kind of art you can think of. From short stories to composing music, you name it, he's probably done it. Also, his music is really good. You should check it out. While I was looking at his website, I noticed that you were able to comment on posts, so I decided to leave a message. Hi Simon, I left this comment on the More tab by accident. I don't know how this website works. I'm making a video on old forgotten flash games and Screamin Beans is on the list. Do you have any fun facts about the creation of it? I know it's been years since then, but it would still be fun to learn. Thanks for reading. I didn't expect him to even see my message, and for some weird reason I thought if he did, he would get mad at me or something. But no, he actually responded with great enthusiasm. Hey, thanks for getting in touch about Screamin Beans. What a blast from the past. I made Screamin Beans as part of a final year project at a university where I studied creative music technology with a focus on multimedia production. I think it took me 2 weeks of solid work to make it. The screams were performed by my housemate at the time and still good friend Paul McMahon, who is one of the silliest and loudest people I know. I think I got the inspiration for the game because, as a student, I ate baked beans on toast for lunch and maybe dinner basically every day, and one day seeing a squished bean on the kitchen counter gave me an idea. Any other questions, please let me know. Thank you so much, Simon, for responding. It's really cool to learn new information on silly little obscure flash games. Photo King was a cute-looking flash game created by Felix Wiesner at Mouseland Entertainment that was released somewhere in the mid-2000s. The game was going for a sort of Wii aesthetic, and I'm loving it. I want to squeeze their dumb looking faces. This game has 9 levels where you have to take photos of people's bright and shining faces before the time runs out. Sometimes these little wonkers will be stubborn and not want to smile, so you'll have to tickle them with your feather. It was weirdly stressful for me. I spent so long trying to get one person to smile, and then I turn around and the other one is frowning again! Don't get me started on the dolphin game. Literally 90% of my footage was just me playing the dolphin game! Ah! This game was very rage-inducing. 10 out of 10. While on my search for the history of this game, I found the creator's YouTube channel and I left a comment asking if he had any fun facts. Unfortunately, it's been many years since then and he has forgotten. The final game on this list is Save the Bunny. Save the Bunny was a disturbing flash game created by 10MG Interactive on an unknown date somewhere around 2007. This game really scared me as a kid. I clicked on the icon thinking that it was a cute game about stuffed bunnies, only to be met with bunny surgery! The game starts off with you forcing this poor, innocent bunny named Fred to eat your mouse cursor. You have to revive his heartbeat with electrical cardioversion. I just learned what that was while writing this. And then you can start the operation. Mom! This is like... Oh my gosh, shut up! Okay, that was really easy. If you fail to remove the cursor from his gut, he will perish and be sent to heaven. While I was playing, I found out that they had active contact emails, so I decided to shoot them an email. It's been about a week since then, and I haven't gotten a response. Guess this game will just stay a mystery. Coca-Cola sponsored this? This video was a big blast to the past. It was fun being able to play old video games that I was or wasn't fond of when I was a toddler. I really enjoyed writing this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. With that being said, I'll see y'all in hell, and goodbye!